Hi everyone, this is Miss Van here. Today I'm going to go over the choices you have regarding English in VCE. Many of you may not realise that there is actually a choice between a variety of English subjects for you to complete next year. In VCE, you can choose between mainstream English, literature, and English language. I'm going to go over each of these subjects to hopefully give you a better idea and understanding of what each of them involves. VCE English is what you have been preparing for since Year 7. It focuses on the analysis of texts on a character and ideas-based level. We dive into the themes presented in a text and look at the views and values embodied within the characters. We also analyse the author's construction and discuss how they create meaning for particular audiences. Along with this, we look at persuasive texts and analyse the argument and devices used by authors to persuade their audiences. English is based around essay writing, and you need to be able to write in varying forms, including analytically, persuasively, and creatively. If you're an avid reader, VCE literature might be the subject for you. Literature focuses on a very close analysis of more classic texts based on characters and ideas, as well as analysing socio-historical perspectives surrounding the texts. If reading and looking deeply into complex ideas underpinning texts excites you, then you will love literature. Literature allows a level of freedom in writing and structure which is not possible in mainstream English. English language is a study of the science of language that considers its systems and structures, as well as the way language is used to perform various social functions. It includes a focus on how we acquire language as children and how the English language continues to evolve. Ultimately, you will learn to analyse language used and its expression. It is often said that science and maths inclined students enjoy English language because it tends to be more analytical and focused upon concepts which are perhaps less abstract than mainstream English and literature. We will now go over a couple of frequently asked questions that English teachers get asked when students are making their choices. Which subject is the most similar to what I have been doing in the past? English is the most similar subject to what you have been doing since Year 7. The Year 10 course and the units covered is designed to mirror that of the Year 11 course. One difference, however, is that there is one additional text that you will study. You are also expected to read and view the texts outside of class, which may be different to the expectations of Year 7 to 10. I hate reading, so should I do English language? You are still required to read in English language. It's English after all. The difference is that we don't read novels, instead we read a variety of short, spoken, written and multimodal texts. We read examples of language we see around us to analyse the language used. So the text we look at in English language might be a political speech or a Facebook post or a conversation between two teenagers or a conversation between a parent and a child or perhaps an extract from a novel. You are still expected to read, but a variety of short texts rather than whole novels. What exactly do you study in English language? Is it just all about grammar? No way, that would be boring. We do talk about grammar and how it affects the meaning of language we use, but it's just one tool. Some of the topics we study in Year 11 are how does language work as a system, how do babies and children acquire language, where did the English language come from, and how is English spreading as a global language. In Year 12, we think about the difference between formal and informal language, what varieties of language exist in Australia, and how the language we use reflects our identity. It's so interesting. I love reading, but I struggle writing essays. Do you still think literature is the right subject for me? In literature, we do write a lot of essays, so this may be discouraging or not the right choice for you. However, literature essays, particularly close analysis pieces, do not follow rigid structures like English essays, so this may help you if structure is what you have trouble with. If you write more by following ideas and making connections to build an interpretation, then you may find literature essays suit your writing more. In essence, in a close analysis, you answer your own questions about the text, not a set essay question. The close analysis questions are based on extracts from the text, so it may help to have parts of the text in front of you to base your analysis on. You also answer a question about how an idea or concept is endorsed, condemned, or marginalised by the text in a supplied passage. In literature, you write a creative piece and a written reflection, so this is also different from traditional text response essays. English is so fun. I really want to be able to do all of the English subjects. English really is the best subject ever, so I really understand why you might want to do all of them. Unfortunately, however, you can't complete all of them. However, you can complete 2. So you are able to complete English and literature or English and English language if this is something that you would like to do. I actually encourage students who are completing English language and literature to complete English in Year 11, as this will keep your options open if you choose to drop one as you head into Year 12. Also, the more English subjects you complete, the more practice you will have with your writing, so you are likely to perform better overall by doing this. I hate English. I really don't want to do any of the English subjects. Do I really have to? I know that English isn't everyone's cup of tea, but unfortunately you must complete English to pass your VCE, even if you don't want to. English is the only compulsory subject, so you are required to choose at least one English subject at Year 11 and 12. I hope this video gave you some insight into the different English options. Finally, I just wanted to say that if you are struggling to decide which subject to do and you have more questions, you are welcome to chat to your own English teacher, or you can contact me to get some more information. We are happy to help and want you to make the right decision that suits you.